Then all of a sudden, you start to get angry. And then all that anger starts to build up inside. And then it starts to get pent up. And then before you know it, you are standing in the middle of your living room. And you are screaming at the top of your lungs, I am tired. What does Tony Childs, Hillary Banks, Regine Hunter, and Whitley Gilbert all have in common? I mean, besides their impeccable fashion sense, just look at that outfit. Chef's kiss. Yet, there is one undeniable trait that they all share. They are all unapologetically selfish. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, Chris, these are all actors, fictional characters. They not real. But listen up. Just because they're fictional does not mean that their lessons did not hit. Every night, these women taught us the importance of putting ourselves first. They remind us that self-love isn't selfish. It's necessary. Little life update. My aunt, my homie, my road dog passed away recently. R.I.P. auntie. Gotta pour some drink out for you. It's just water. So I had tons of family coming into town. And as you can imagine, things were crazy. Now, I don't know what race you are watching this video, but if you ever been to a black funeral, you know that sometimes we be doing the most. It'll be a funeral, family reunion, cookout, concert around with us. Everybody was overstimulated with everything going on. But nobody, and I mean nobody, was more stressed out than my mama. She decided she was going to take on everything, like she was Superwoman or something. And then with all the out-of-town family members crashing at her house, things got chaotic quick. You got Uncle Tyrone arguing with Auntie Pat about who make the best cornbread. Then you got Cousin Tracy about to fight Uncle Stacy because he keep hitting her with a draw two and Uno. Then you got Cousin Jamal constantly trying to sneak his pit bull Chaco in the house. And if you seen Chaco, you would understand why he's not allowed in the house. My family is crazy, but they my family, and I love them to the moon and back. While all this was going on in the house, my mom was just trying to keep it all together. But I could see the stress lines on her face getting deeper and deeper by the minute. She was just running around making sure everybody was fed, making sure everybody had a place to sleep, and making sure that nobody got into it with each other. And after the funeral, after everybody left and went home, my mama feet hurt, her back hurt, she had a migraine, high blood pressure, anxiety, all this while still mourning the death of her baby sister. My mom's heart is big, and that's why we love her. But man, I wish that she just would have taken a moment and taken a breather to just sit back and say a proper farewell to her baby sister, an opportunity that she will never get again. So in this video, we're going to learn why it is crucial for women, especially black women, to learn to be selfish, so we don't feel like we have to be Superwoman all the damn time. Side note, do y'all remember that Alicia Keys music video, I Am Superwoman? And Alicia Keys was in the welfare office with two chocolate babies just bouncing on her knees, just like this. And in the background, in her song, she was screeching, I am Superwoman. See, no, Alicia. Get somebody else to do it. That is not a Superwoman. That is a stressed out woman. Now, Alicia, baby, who is 2 kids under the age of 3 at the welfare office, baby mama on the bus in the rain strong? Not I. Not I, said the Chris. Anyways, let's talk about something real. The historical weight that black women have been carrying for generations. We all know that black women have been seen as caretakers, the pillars of the families, the ones that hold it down. Especially black single moms. We do what we gotta do when we need to do it, because if we don't do it, it ain't gonna get done. So this whole idea of strong black women isn't just a stereotype. It's a role that's been passed down through history. Think about it. Back in the day during slavery, black women not only took care of their families, but they also took care of the families of the people who oppressed them. They were the only ones keeping everyone alive and just holding on to the little bit of hope that existed. And even after slavery, through the civil rights movement, up until now, Black women is still expected to be the backbone, keeping everything together, like cement. But here's the thing, being strong all the time comes at a cost. When you're constantly taking care of everybody else, you start to forget about yourself. Women, especially Black women, are so preoccupied with taking care of everybody else that they neglect their own needs. It's like you running on empty, and then all of a sudden you start to get angry, and then all that anger starts to build up inside, and then it starts to get pent up, and then before you know it, you are standing in the middle of your living room and you are screaming at the top of your lungs, I'm
tired. I'm tired of holding the fort down. I'm tired of making sure you're good. You. That is not, I'm tired of it. I'm looking in the camera because I'm tired of it. For the Black women that's out here, y'all treat us like we not. That's a daily reminder, and that's not cool.
Did you see that vein popping out of her neck? It was definitely time for her to be selfish. So yes, Black women, we are strong, but we are also human. We deserve to rest. We deserve to pamper ourselves. We deserve to give people the Bugs Bunny no sometimes without feeling guilty. Speaking of the word no, I got something for you guys. Let's quickly go over the different type of no's that you can use in your everyday life to make sure that your boundaries is clear and that your energy is protected. All right, let's do it. First up, number 1, the firm no. The vibe, straight to the point, no chaser. This is best used when your badass little cousin, Deshante, asks for your Chase bank account information. It sounds like this. Boy, hell no! Number 2, the soft no. Vibe, gentle and polite, with a hint of warmth. This method is best used for your coworker who invites you to their family barbecue, but you know for damn sure that they put raisins in their potato salad. The soft no sounds like this. Ginger, thank you so much for the invite, but I'll have to pass. Number 3, the conditional no. Vibe, open for negotiation, but with clear boundaries. Example, your not-so-close girlfriend asked you to help her move her 3-bedroom apartment, but you found out you're the only person that she asked. The conditional no sounds like this. Girl, I got a lot going on this weekend, so I cannot help. But what I can do is help you unpack all your boxes next week. How does that sound? Then there's number 4, the honest no. Vibe, being upfront about your reasons without oversharing. Here's an example scenario. Your new boo wants you to help his daughter with her science project at the last minute, but you got your own kids to worry about. Sis, you're gonna have to hit that ninja with the, babe, I am really overwhelmed with my own stuff right now, so I just can't take that task on. She has a super smart father. I'm sure he will help her get an A on that science project. And just because I love y'all, I'm gonna throw in a bonus one. This one is called the playful no. Vibe, lighthearted and humorous, taking off the edge. Example scenario, your girlfriend has let her bum baby daddy borrow her car again. So now she is calling you because she's off from work and she lives 45 minutes across town. The playful no sounds like this. Girl, as much as I would like to be the superhero today in your story, I cannot do that right now. Uber, perhaps? Using the word no is a powerful form of self-care. It's how you preserve your energy and honor yourself. Saying no is saying yes to you. And do you want to know another form of self-love? It's the word self-preservation. Me and my man was having a conversation the other night, and he started telling me about his friend who is really getting to the bag. I mean, this man is making money, but he constantly got these freeloading family members who just keep asking him for his hard-earned cash. It's just nonstop, like the man's an ATM. Now, my man's friend would help them out every time, thinking that's the right thing to do for family. But it got to the point where he started to feel completely drained. He was working hard for his wealth, but it started to feel like he was just handing out money without even thinking about his own needs. And it started to take a toll on him mentally and emotionally. Then one day, his friend had enough. He decided that day that he was going to practice self-preservation. He started setting boundaries like a brick wall. One day he woke up from a nap and wrote an email to all his leeching family members. And it said, "I love y'all, but I can't keep giving like this. I worked too hard for what I have to just let it go." And he never looked back. It wasn't easy at first. It was a lot of hurt and a lot of pushback from his family. His family just didn't get it. They thought that he was being selfish, but baby, he stuck to his guns. He began to focus on himself more, investing in his own passions. He even took a trip to Europe, and he started doing things that brought him joy instead of just giving his money all away to people who really didn't even appreciate him. He quickly realized that self-preservation did not mean that he did not love his family. It meant he was learning to love himself first. And guess what? As he started prioritizing his own happiness, he became even more successful. He was happier, healthier, and way less stressed out. Hearing this story really hit me hard. It made me think about how we are conditioned to feel like giving everything to someone is a sign of our love and loyalty. But in reality, it can leave us feeling pretty empty. It was a light bulb moment for me. It reminded me that practicing self-preservation isn't selfish, it's necessary. It's about finding that balance between caring for others and caring for yourself. I want to thrive, not just survive. And I'm learning that it is okay to put myself first sometimes. And honestly, it feels damn good. Now, as the great lyricist Jay-Z once said, "Men lie, women lie, numbers don't." With that said, let's get into some health disparities that is really hitting the Black women in our communities really hard. The numbers don't lie, and it's really important that we talk about this because it affects us all in some way. But I'm gonna let this queen say her piece right quick.
I'm here to remind you that stress and anger is the leading cause of autoimmune diseases in Black women. Stress is killing us. That whole strong Black woman thing, it was made to it's a setup, basically. So stop it. Ask for help. But we out here dying of autoimmune diseases because we are trying to carry the weight of the world and help everyone but ourselves.
Well said. Couldn't have said it better myself. Black women are actually almost twice as likely to die from heart disease compared to white women. And let's talk about hypertension/high blood pressure. It's another one that is way too common in our community. Nearly half of Black women over the age of 20 have it. And that's scary because it's a silent killer. You may not feel sick now, but it's doing damage in the background. And don't even get me started on the maternal mortality. Black women are 3 to 4 more times more likely to die from pregnancy-related causes than white women. That's not just a stat, that's a crisis. It's so heartbreaking to think that bringing a new child into this world can be so dangerous for us, simply because we are not getting the care and respect that we deserve. Now let's tie this back to mental health, because it's all connected. When we're dealing with the pressures to always be strong and to put everybody else first, it adds layers of stress that we don't even know that we are carrying around. Chronic stress isn't just an emotional burden, it's physical too. Stress affects our bodies in real tangible ways. Like my uncle says, the body keeps score. Listen, we've got to start prioritizing ourselves. We deserve to be here, healthy and thriving, and that starts with putting ourselves first. So yes, Tony, Regine, and Whitley, they were selfish. But one thing's for sure, they were happy, content, and unapologetically true to themselves. They made their own needs a priority, boldly and without hesitation. And sis, that is exactly what I want for you. Here. Stop crying. Let me see these nails. You ain't been taking care of them. They look like hooves.